Hey, it's Miko from ML Sound Lab, and due to popular demand, let's go through that ML Plexi song. You know what I'm talking about. Pooh! Okay, I don't know what that was, but anyways, you guys have been asking about the ML Plexi song and what went into making that song happen. So many questions about so many small details in it, so I thought I'd just go through it and the entire mix and what I did and what I did not do and whatever. Anyways, this is the session. It's very simple. I kind of use this template always, which has drum MIDI, which is Get Good Drums, Modern and Massive. And then I use bass, which is just DI bass. For this one, it was my Precision Fender bass. And for guitar, I was using this, which is my newest custom, made by my very good friend Janne. I don't even actually have a name for this yet. We call it the Blue Jean thingy. It's kind of a Sir and a PRS, kind of a mix in between. These are PRS pickups. So you have the split coil options and you get all sorts of cool sounds, just like you heard on the ML Plexi song in the beginning. So that's essentially the setup that I have here. Very simple. Let's have a listen to the guitar tracks. Okay, that's the main gist of it. After that, there's kind of this sloppy solo that it was a one take, and or two take actually, and that's it. But anyways, what I'm doing for the guitars here is nothing. I'm doing nothing, as in this guitar directly into my interface, and just the ML Plexi plugin, the newest and latest and greatest. And these are the settings that I use for each of these tracks. So it has 5 tracks on it. Each of them have the same settings, except for the lead has some delay, which the settings are here. So that's mix and feedback full, time noon. And the cabinet section is like you see it here. So close miking, a vintage green speaker with a 57, pretty much all the way to the edge, and a modern green speaker with a vintage 421 microphone. 50-50 blend. That's the sound that you get, and no boosts, no nothing. Even on the lead, I can show you there's no boosts being used here, just that delay that we have here. Same settings for all these guitars, and you probably wouldn't believe you get this kind of a sound out of a Plexi, but this is what it sounds like. And this is me monitoring through the actual settings here that were used on this track. So if you pick hard, you have the presence quite a bit up. You have the volume 1 not all the way up because it gets flubby at 10, and then you have the volume 2 to support the low end. EQ it like this. What you actually get is a very good modern sound. And that's 2 green type speakers, so that's not even a V30, just to put things in perspective. In the intro here, what you heard was actually me doing things that you can do with plugins like this. So I'm actually lowering the volume for this and fading this guitar in. So this consists of 2 guitars. So when you do this, what you actually get is you get more gain as this kind of goes further along, which is something really cool. Pretty much impossible to do in real life with a real amplifier, but with plugins, once again, you can do awesome stuff like this. This is just a very simple, I think I split the coils for that part, so just doing this. very simple. And for the other side on that track, likewise, that is a split coil setting. I think one of them was the middle position and one of them was the neck position. So that was very simple. And the way I like to kind of build these songs is to have many very simple things on top of each other to create this one huge layer type cake. Cake seems to be the guitar word of the year or decade, I don't know. The main riff is actually very simple. My guitar is in drop D, so this is how it goes. Very simple, essentially 0, 4, 2. I don't even know what the notes are. Doesn't really matter that much. What I do with the layers is the interesting part here. So we have an octave, and that's a happy octave, and then we have the sad octave on top. So this way, what I try to do is kind of have the riff be so that, depending on the listener, you can hear it as happy or you can hear it as sad at the same time. Very poetic, but that's kind of the sound that I like to go for. So once you hear this all put together, pretty cool, I think. Well, I think that's the sound that I go for. But anyways, that's the gist of it. What I have here is just that sloppy solo. So yeah, very simple, and even the mix is very simple. Like I said, nothing except for these plugins. Nothing on the main insert on this track. This is the guitar bus track. There's nothing here. And even the bass is this same Plexi plugin. So there's nothing on the actual track. The DI is going through to the bass bus, and on that bus I have the ML Plexi. So this is the bass settings. I have more the volume 2 in there to beef that one up, and the same exact mic up as with the guitar. I'm using a limiter on top of that just to kind of kill some of those low end muffles that you sometimes get with bass. So this is the bass sound. It's very clear and crystal clear, and I love the saturation that bass gets from that Plexi. You can see that I cut the empty spaces, that I do it always, that just emphasizes that pause for the guitars, and it's a lot tighter together when you play them like this. And the drums are just, I'll be honest, I'm quite lazy with the drums. I have no velocity settings. It's all full on. It's all completely full on. Modern and Massive, it actually works that way. And this is the drum sound. So that's the mix essentially. I'm actually quite surprised that so many of you wanted to actually see what I did for this song. Like always, we keep things very true to the plugin, so there is no post-processing, there's no EQ on the guitar, there's not even anything in the master bus. It's just ozone to get that level up to that, you know, that volume level that people expect it to be at. Go check it out, there's a free trial and we have an intro deal going on right now. You still have time if you are quick, if not then oh boy. Just go try it out, I think you'll fall in love just by trying it out for a little bit. See you guys later and thank you for watching the video. Bye.